Still hanging in there. His date? I don't even know. It is something. Let's see. Can't tell. Doesn't matter. Determine the strength of people's character. Remember this, weak character will neutralize all of the other possible good qualities a person might possess. For instance, people of high intelligence but weak character may come up with good ideas and even do a job well, but they will crumble under pressure. Or they will not take too kindly to criticism, or they will think first and foremost of their own agenda, or their arrogance and annoying qualities will cause others around them to quit, harming the general environment. There are hidden costs to working with them or hiring them. Someone less charming and intelligent, but strong of character will prove more reliable and productive over the long run. People of real strength are as rare as gold, and if you find them, you should respond as if you had discovered a treasure. Agreed. Yep. Still getting over being sick. Terrible. This is a good one. Wow. My chest is on fire. Here are my glasses so I can see the road. So my new estimate is about maybe another week of this. So I feel 100. A week of feeling terrible. See how that goes. All right, let's hit the road. Do some things. Somewhere. Yeah, I guess good character traits always trump anything anybody else brings to the table. Doesn't matter what you have or what you say. I'm going to watch what you do, and that's how I will judge you. Man. I feel better once I get going. It's just like morning always feels worse. That's the worst part of being sick. When it feels like early morning or like late at night, right before you go to bed, that you feel the worst, I think. I don't know. Once you get going during the day, you tend to feel okay. My windows are nice and clean. That's nice. Haven't cleaned them in a while. Makes a difference. Ugh. All right. The heck? Nobody should be out walking around at this time of the morning. Crazy. I saw a post that kind of made me laugh yesterday, and it was something kind of commenting on. They're trying to make the point about like gender inequality and like women empowerment movement type stuff. Oh, come back over. And me being me, jumped in the comment section just to see what people are saying. Excuse me. And it's a bunch of like, a bunch of back and forth, both sides. And this one account said something like supporting like the women empowerment thing. And there's like a bunch of comments underneath hers. So I looked at those. There's a bunch of people like patting her back and like, yes, queen kind of stuff. And this one person commented in there. It was a man, of course. The only reason a woman would ever get the title of queen is because she was married to a king. You don't just get that title. You have to be married to a king for that ever to be a consideration. It requires a man. Crickets. No responses to him. I thought that was funny. Because it's true. I mean, even the Queen of England, the only reason she's the Queen, because at one time she was married to a king. I get it. Everybody wants like a group. They're in group, and their group is right. I just don't care anymore. I think it's just how bad I wake up feeling. Because once your chest clears out of whatever the heck I have, once you clear out your nasal passage, you do feel a little better. The shitty part is like the chest thing, it feels like you're not getting full expansion of your lungs. That's why I keep doing that. It feels like I can access more of this congestion to clear out. Oh, and somebody was trying to like speaking of like being a part of a special group these days. Someone was trying to make the point that historically, that's kind of what happened with the creation of Ukraine. Because someone, I don't know if I'm getting this right. Someone was saying it used to be all Russia, I guess, and through whatever, I don't know if it was a war, I don't know what kind of deal, Russia lost that part of like that little piece of land, and that became Ukraine. And that's why so many people there are still ethnic Russian, and their native tongue is Russian. And like Zelensky himself, he's a natural born Russian speaker. Like his native tongue is Russian. But since the great creation of Ukraine, like they feel like they have like this more special, like this is ours kind of thing. It's just an interesting dynamic. Like once you find a little group, I guess that's where that term othering comes from. Now it's like find an identity and an opposition to the other ones, and now you're off to the races. I guess that's why I kind of like the fact that people will never understand this when I say it. I guess I like the fact that I had a complete loss of identity with the event that I experienced. My self-inflicted mental clearing of the brush. But the drawback is like you don't feel like a part of anything, really. Just kind of here. Which I don't mind, but it's a small world in terms of like identification. Let's have more drink. Get all jacked up on caffeine today, see what happens. See what other damage I can cause myself. I'm doing 60 miles an hour. I'm not going any faster. You guys can go around. Yep. Fuck off. I don't know why. In all those other lanes, you want to be behind me. And I'm assuming you've gone this way before. You know what's happening up ahead. You got to get over anyway. This lane ends. Or this lane merges. Oh, speaking of, if you want to like bring two things together, like when you're using AI, there's specific language that you need to use in order for it to understand what it is that you want. So whenever you interact with AI, it's a little helpful tip. Whenever you interact with AI and you give it a command and you see what it says, pay attention to the words it uses, because it's giving you the language that it understands and the words that are meaningful to it. And merge, I came to realize, is one of the... Don't use combine, don't use... what are the words? Just give it the word it knows. You will have a better result. Actually, that kind of goes to, that's kind of an important thing to think about when you're communicating in general with anybody. If you're not using words or phrases they understand, you're not going to get the point across. So pay attention to how they speak, and to a certain degree, I guess you have, if it's not, if they're incapable to coming up to your level, lower yourself down to theirs, at least for the purpose of communication, to make sure that what you're saying is getting across. You don't have to lower yourself in behavior, physical behavior, but at least for the purpose of clear communication, speak the language. When in Rome, speak like the Romans. Oh, the trucks. I don't know if you have to, but if you gotta get over again, you better do it, because I'll let you do it. Go ahead. Let's see. It's crazy. Everybody's making last minute lane changes. Are you gonna stay there, or are you getting over? That's what I thought. Ah, buddy. Come on. You better get over. And go. Give it a go. Go. Thank you. I would be a better driver than these guys. Matter of fact, I am. A lot of trucks. Maybe it's the time of the morning. I'm out like an hour earlier than I normally am. I was gonna say there's a lot of trucks on the road, but maybe that's because I'm just out here earlier than normal. So this is the normal amount, and I'm just seeing it now. And then at first I was thinking maybe is all these, because there's a lot of Amazon trucks. I know it's a holiday weekend. I'm like, but that wouldn't. I don't think there's a holiday that requires a lot of packages to be sent. So I don't think it could be that. I don't even know what holiday it is. I think it's Memorial Day. I always get Labor Day, Memorial Day, and there's another day we get off. I'm not too sure. But it's like one of those minor holidays. They're all minor. It's just a day. Hang out with this guy. See how far I can coast. Oh, don't hit your brakes. Just keep going. Oh, man. I fell asleep to an interesting podcast. I forget who the guy was, but he was doing research on like missing people, and it started with like I guess like missing people in what's it called? Not national park, Yosemite. And I forget, he started to see a certain pattern in the amount of missing people. And like some of these people would be missing for like a while, and then all of a sudden they'd show up, but their memory would be gone, and all kinds of weird stuff. Like one person like had like physical issues, like get what I think, like he said, like tuberculosis scarring, which typically is in the lungs, I believe. But when they came back, that was gone. And I like that he wasn't making any hard and fast conclusions. He was like saying we can't figure out what's going on, but there's something going on. And this is like a serious dude. He was like a former law enforcement, and then I forget what else he was like credentialed in, but he was like a legitimate person. So he wasn't like, oh, it's aliens, it wasn't anything like that. He was just like, there's something going on, and we cannot identify exactly what it is, but these are the things that we can't rule out. So I didn't get to hear much of it because I fell asleep, but darn, that Sounds like it's gonna be a damn good one. I have to get over again? I believe I do. Let this, or this is, what are you doing? Oh, and again, or what? What's happening? You better leave my exit alone. Oh, it looks crazy. They're doing work on the other side, and there's a bright light so they can see what the heck they're doing. But whatever they're doing is causing all kinds of crazy dust or smoke. So it looks like a scary little cloud hovering over the freeway. From a distance, it looks ominous. But once you get up on it, it's like, oh, it's just doing work. It's just the people. But yeah, there's interesting things going on in the world that are unexplainable. And some people just want to cast it aside as it's just like, oh, whatever. Just crazy people getting lost in the woods. But this guy was making a point like at some of the times of the year, you will die out there. There is no, you got lost in the woods and you made your way out. It's like you should be dead. You had no food, no water, no shelter, extreme conditions with wild animals. You should not be alive. Okay, this laying clothes shit's not gonna work for me. I'm sorry, but I will be taking this exit. Alright. That's just gonna how, even if they had it blocked off, I was gonna shoot to these cones and make it happen anyways. Because fuck you guys, I have to exit. I've seen people do it anyways. I've seen a bunch of people do it once, and they were all coming to my. They were all coworkers. It's funny. But it was kind of touching on the thought that I was having about, like, I think humanity in general, like all of us, as like collective species, is being observed. And like the religious folk that like to not think about this stuff just cast that aside, like, of course, it's just God. No, there's something else that's watching us and actively communicating with us and interacting with us in ways that we don't understand. And still the religious folk would be like, yeah, it's just spirits and demons and things. No, it's something else. It's something else, like within this world. Like I believe in God and the spirits and the demons and all that thing. But there's another level of like other things. So I'm excited to finish that. Because that's gonna be good. Like that one guy said. This gonna be good. I forget who said that. It's some sort of like YouTuber or something like that. Gets all involved in the drama, and that's his catchphrase. Everybody's got a catchphrase. Mine at the end of these videos is normally like, let's go to work. But that's literally what I'm going to do right now. Go to work. Just stating the obvious. All right. Go to work.